Just to show you these, we're gonna have the right hand down. The left hand is gonna come to the small of the back, and just to demonstrate this, it's a one-arm hip car here. They're gonna be so challenging. What we're gonna do to make them even tougher is adding a ball behind our knee, something to really squeeze. Now, the one arm makes it a lot on the wrist. If it's too much for you, can always stay with two hands, but that hand is there for feedback. Make sure your spine is still like a plank. Ball going behind the knee, right hand is down, left hand on that low back for feedback. Gonna go reverse reps first, extend up to the sky, drive your knee out, hover an imaginary target, pull towards your elbow, in towards your chest. Continue reversing up, extending. Drive your knee out, externally rotating, abducting, pulling into flexion. These are tough. Breathe, forward rep, flexion, open up, challenge that abduction, work for it, internally rotate up, extend through and repeat. Drive knee forward, open hip up, internally rotate, challenge yourself here, finish through. Catch your breath for a moment. We're just gonna flip sides. So now that ball going behind the left knee, left hand going down, 4 reps, opposite side going reverse first. So right hand on that low back for feedback, extending left it up, turning that thigh out, challenging yourself, hover over imaginary target and in. Go ahead again. Driving up, extension, external rotation, abducting. Don't forget to flex forward and reverse. We're going forward now, flex, open up, abduct, internally rotate, drive into extension. Don't cheat it. Keep going, forward, flexion. Open that hip up and out, internally rotate at the top. Check in with your hand, make sure you're being strict with your low back. If anyone wants to be a superhero today, try taking the tennis ball and holding it in between your feet. Really tough challenge here. Squeezing that ball, pointing those toes, integrates everything together. So make it a little bit harder for you. Add that ball. We're coming down, full hollow body position. Bring that weight up as we did before, a little bit away from the ribs. Upper back crunches up, knees are bent, and then we extend all the way out. Point those toes, fist is up, and we're pressing nice and slow. Rep 1. Control it. It's all about that stability. I want to see that tennis ball stay still. Try not to slide around at all. Decelerate, pull to the floor, pressing your way up. Here's rep 5. And last one. Let's flip around, get that left. If you want to go for it, add that tennis ball. Squeeze it right in between your feet. Bring that bell up, nice and slow on the way down. Crunch the upper back away. Elbow a good distance from the ribs. Wrist is nice and strong. Legs are up, point those toes, fist is up. Rep 1, nice and slow reps here. Control yourself. Try and keep that T-spine off the floor throughout. Try not to strain that neck. Here's 4. Nice and slow tempo down and punch through. Last rep, decelerate and pressing up. So that's it for our presses.
Okay, from this half kneel base position, we're going to find our split squat. So gonna kick that opposite leg out straight, find that front leg. I'm gonna show you regress for 10 seconds, really making sure, same thing, that that hip is inside that knee. Knee is driving forward, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set that knee down, break out of that, couple seconds of a break, and we're gonna get right into that, holding strong. If you just held on to the wall for some support and feel like you can lose the wall, why don't you challenge yourself? Let's get into that second rep. So pulling into that split squat, you can squeeze your fists together, recruit that tension. Opposite heel is driving wide behind you. Chest is nice and proud. 5 more seconds, holding, maintaining that as best as you can. 2, 1, set down. Come on out of that. Okay, now we have that left hip in front, right hip in back. So we're gonna really max out ankle dorsiflexion, knee flexion, hip flexion, triple flexion in that front leg. That trail leg is driving long behind us. Let's get into it. So finding that split squat, ankle dorsiflexion, knee flexion, hip flexion, driving that opposite leg wide, chest is nice and proud. 5 more seconds, trying to lock that back leg as best as you can. 2, 1, set down, take a breather, about 5 seconds in between. Okay, climbing back into it. Pulling yourself into that front hip. Again, if you want to let go and hold, reaching that chest up to the sky, nice long back leg. 5 more seconds here. And set down.